Welcome back, my beautiful Diablo fans from all over the world. This is your creepy uncle, Bannock13, bringing you more Barbarian videos as promised. And currently I've gone through every Barbarian set during this season, except for Might of the Earth. And some of you that are aware or familiar with the cosmetic appearance of Might of the Earth, this is it. Lo and behold, this is the Might of the Earth set, and it's probably the coolest looking set. I just don't have the boots equipped there, but altogether, it comes together really well, and I love that helm. That helm looks super badass. And what we're going to be playing with today is a Leapquake Barbarian build, and this is probably, together with the Whirlwind build, the most fun game style way of playing the Barbarian class. It's definitely one of the most fun builds, together with the Whirlwind build. Personally, this is where Diablo 3 varies for people, because it really depends on your personal playstyle. So for me, this and Whirlwind is the most fun. The charge builds are the best for pushing greater rifts and being really competitive with the leaderboards, but this is definitely a lot more fun, and I'll show y'all exactly what you're in for if you haven't played a Leapquake in one moment. And as usual, when I do like a gameplay example and show you some gameplay action, I always come back with a build video guide. So we're going to get into how the build works and the gear required, the stats you need, Paragon points, all that sort of stuff, Canonized Cube. I'm still testing it out myself. There's a couple skills that I'm not too sure which I prefer, and also some gear items. But this is going to give you an example of how the build actually works, and if you haven't guessed already, we're going to be leaping. And as we leap, earthquakes start rumbling on the ground that do all of the damage, if you haven't guessed by the name, Leapquake. And our shouts here will also cause earthquake and avalanches, and we can do an earthquake on its own as well. So by the time we do all that, we're going to have a seismic slam, which serves as a fury dump, and that pretty much will reduce the cooldown of leap, and then we can keep leap quaking more and more and doing more damage and continuing to do so. So we're going to get more into how the mechanics work and the skills required and everything like that. This is just a quick example. Let's go have some fun and do some gameplay for y'all. Then I'll be back with the build video, so don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell, so once that build video comes out, if you're anxiously awaiting it, you'll be notified as soon as it hits, and that'll be in the next day or two, I promise y'all. Anyway, let's do a Nephilim Rift and have some fun and show y'all how this works. Might come back another time and do some GR. Depends how popular the video is, and depends how much people want to see the Leapquake Barbarian. If you really want to see more Leapquake stuff, give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below detailing what you want to see. Let's go and do this together. Alright, let's go. So a lot of you will notice that I'm not using Wrath of the Berserker. Ooh, we got a goblin. But you kind of don't really need it, I don't think. And the thing about it is, if you use it, even if you use the passive, the Bunabul Kathos I think it's called, or something like that. I can't remember what the passive is, but it reduces the cooldown of Wrath of the Berserker. Even with that, the cooldown is just so big. I don't think it's really well suited for this. It could definitely help you in higher end, greater rifting. But as you can see, leaping and leap quaking, I should say, definitely does a lot of damage, and those shouts help as well. So if we haven't got the cooldown available for, if leaping isn't active just yet, even with our fury dump, the seismic slam, which as you just saw, it ticks over very quickly. Usually if you get 3 leaps and if you fury dump with seismic slam a full globe of fury, you'll usually be set to do leaping again, as long as you hit enough enemies. And as long as you're fury dumping a full fury globe there, you should be fine. And if you're not, you've got your shouts to do earthquakes in the meantime, and also earthquake itself. So there's going to be earthquakes everywhere. And currently I'm set up for fire damage. So my earthquake is doing fire damage, and as you can see, Torment 13 is not a problem. The only issue you might have is if you're farming like Nephilim Rifts or bounties, not so much bounties, but maybe Nephilim Rifts, is it's not as quick as the Whirlwind build, the Wrath of the Waste set, which I actually I uploaded a video not too long ago on the Whirlwind speed farming demon. That is super fast. That's one of the best speed farming builds I think in the game. Can rival the Monk and the Demon Hunter classes, which are the fastest in the game. But having said that, like, this is just a fun build. If you're looking for speed farming to be the quickest and most efficient, then all you have to do is just get your Wrath of the Waste set and then look at my guide and just make a whirlwind speed farming guide, which is super fast if speed is what you want. I haven't tested greater rifting yet with this build. I've just been optimizing my gear and testing out some skills, but I will do some greater rifting as well and let you guys know when I do my build video how it goes with greater rifting. I can guarantee you now, looking at the leaderboards, it can't rival the charging builds, but it just depends what your goal is in the game. If you really want to challenge the leaderboards and get the best result possible and clear the highest rate of rift that you possibly can, then you can go with the charge build, which I've already done, completed, my apologies, build videos on, guides. They're already up and ready to be watched. But if you're looking for fun, then the Leapquake here is definitely a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm having a ball. Survivability is a bit iffy, and it's one of the things that I'm currently investigating, because I can increase survivability with some items. But for the most part, we only took some serious damage once there, and it's probably my fault. I could have probably did some better leaping there. And as you can see, solo Nephilim farming, killing the Rift Guardian is no problem whatsoever. Don't forget to pick up those legendaries and Death's Breath and gems, and then go back to town, baby. So in the meantime, I'm downloading my Mortal Kombat 11 beta, so make sure y'all come back. Currently it's downloading downstairs, and I'm hoping there's no issue with the download. I did have some trouble finding the actual Mortal Kombat 11 beta download, because what happened was I activated my beta key I think a week before the download was available, and now it's available, and I couldn't find where to download the silly game. So I finally figured it out. It's downloading. We're good to go. I haven't tested it out yet, but make sure you come back for some MK11 action as well. And make sure you come back to check out this awesome Leapquake Might of the Earth build guide that I'm going to upload in the next day or two. So much to look forward to. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. Please come back and visit Le Creepy One.